Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much. So Ma and me just sold a guitar and an empty bottle of booze. No, I don't blame him 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was that before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, 'cause it got a lot of laughs from lots of folk. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red. Some guy'd laugh while I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. So I grew up quick, and hell, it grew up mean. My fist got hard and my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But it made me a vow to all the moon and stars that I'd search all the honky-tonks and bars, and I'd kill that man who gave me that goddamn name. Well, it was Gatlinburg about mid-July. I just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. I'd at an old saloon there on a street of mud. There at a table he was dealing studs sat that dirty, mangy dog who named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake, he was my own sweet dad, from a worn-out picture that my mother had had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. Well, he was big and bent, he was gray and old. He looked at me and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die." That's what I told him. So I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and he cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across his teeth. We crashed through the walls right into the street, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. And then I heard him laugh, and hell, I heard him cuss. He went for his gun, but I got to mine first, and he stood there looking at me. I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, well, he's got to be tough." And I knew that I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name as I said goodbye, 'cause I knew that you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong. He said, "No, you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you've got the right to kill me now. I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for that gravel in your gut and that spit in your eye, 'cause I'm that son of a bitch that named you Sue." What could I do, man? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him my pa and he called me his son. I come away with a different point of view, and I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever do have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing, but Sue, I still hate that name.